What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I just made a video on how I play tournaments, like the Cash Cup and Skin Cups and stuff. Today I will be giving you guys some tips for beginners. As someone who has, I'm not too good, but I have 26 PR, and I've only played, and I place pretty consistently in the Cash Cups, getting top 8,000. Hold on. Sorry about that. I place pretty consistently in the Cash Cups, getting top 8,000, which is not too good, but you know, it's not bad, because considering they changed the point system and everything works. Now, my first tip for you new players is do not just go into tournaments without any practice. Please practice and warm up. If you don't warm up or practice, just don't watch this video. It's not for you, because you need to put in the effort and the work to play these tournaments. It's not easy to play these tournaments, and it will. And one of the biggest things about tournaments is players just play them because they want to like make money and stuff, and that's not what tournaments are about. Epic made tournaments for that, and for new players to join, and to have a fun game. Well, guys, we just died, so I'm going to explain this as we ready up into another game. I will not cut out the parts because I want to explain this in one piece. But please, guys, practice and don't just play the tournaments for money or skins or whatever. Please play them to have fun as well. Another thing is, another big tip I have for beginners is, if you're scared to fight, you're not really going to get anywhere, and I'm not scared to fight. I just don't pick too many fights. I'm a pretty confident fighter when it does come to fights, but I just don't like to fight a lot, simply for the fact that a lot of the cups this season are actually placement based, and you need to play very good placement to do well in them. So what you should probably do is practice a lot, play aim, edit, piece, work on your mechanics, aim duel, Kovacs, yeah, just work on rotates. That's another huge thing, guys. You really need to work on your rotates. Rotates are huge. You need to know if you want to go dead side, if you want to play aggressive. You don't want to play congested usually, but I mean, if you want to get some kills, you could play congested. But I just wouldn't recommend playing congested, just because it's simply harder for newer players who are starting to play tournaments. I mean, if you are pretty good in ranked, you shouldn't have a hard time in tournaments too much. I would say diamond and up, you'd probably have an easier time playing. I'm diamond 3, but you just got to focus very well on your rotates. Here we're on another game, guys. You gotta focus on your rotates. Don't make bad rotates is another thing I must say. Only go for refreshes when you can guarantee you're gonna get the loot, and you can guarantee it's gonna be safe for you. That's another thing. Refreshes. If you don't have any mats and you don't have good loot, you can go for a refresh, but you just gotta be careful if you have no mats. If you have a couple builds, you can probably, it's probably a little safer if you do have at least a few builds. So if you do have a few builds, go and get the refresh. Gotta get a kill though to get the refresh. But if you just want to play safe, that is completely fine. If you don't want to go for the refresh, if you do not want to go for the refresh, I do have a tip for that. You do not want to go for the refresh, which is something I don't do. I always go for my finish. I always go for my refresh. If it's safe for me. Always go ahead and if you don't want to go for the refresh, always crouch walk through people's builds if you're in end game. But if you're like kind of early game, I would honestly just try and find people's old builds as well, but like camp in them, camp behind them. I mean, or you could really, if you're really good, push for a kill, then go run to the body. But I mean, if you have no builds end game, you're probably not gonna get too much done if you're in the kill department. I mean, you will get something done. It just won't probably be like too good. Probably won't get very good mats, or like, I mean, if you manage to get a kill on someone who actually has some mats, they probably don't got too many, because if they're not like build fighting you, then why would you go for the refresh? Or like, if they're not building, if you spray them and they're not building, like, I don't understand why you would 29. Why you would want to go for some sort of refresh. Yeah, back up. Refreshes are not necessary. You can definitely play out a game without a refresh. But it'll just make it a little harder on you. Oh, there's a guy on us. And another tip is always, this box, you see this box, guys? This is not a good box. You always want a cone on top, or something of the sorts. Like, I'm getting double push right now. So look, I just took height there. Oh, but I'm getting a major hit. Please don't emote on me. I hate when people emote on me. It's annoying. Alright, guys. Well, we died. I don't know how we died there, but I'm gonna lose a ton of percent from that. Maybe my teammate should have been a little more locked in. I don't know how he died. But I am going to end the video basically right here. And I am going to say, my last thing is, always make sure before going into a fight that you have really good loot. I'll see you guys in the next one.